Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna go ahead and do a nose contour tutorial. A lot of people be asking me like, how do I contour my nose and stuff like that. So I figured, why not do a nose contour tutorial, but I'm not gonna make the intro obviously too long, but be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like my video. And let me just get started on showing you guys like the products that I use and how I contour my nose. Okay, so the very first two products that I always make sure I have in front of me are two brushes. So I like to use like a flat, thick, little fluffy brush, like it's flat on the sides but it's a little fluffy at the like in the middle, if y'all get what I'm trying to say. And I like to use like an angled brush, and you guys are gonna see why. So I like to have these two, and then the only other thing that I use for my nose contour is obviously concealer of your choice, your color. And then whether you want to use powder contour or cream contour, today we're gonna do both, because when I do like a glam beat, I do both powder and liquid. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first things first, open it up, and this could be like a foundation or like a contour. I just like to use like whatever that's like darker than my skin tone, whether like that's the foundation or whatever. So I just take a little bit, not a lot though, because you don't want your nose contour to be like too harsh. And I definitely did my contour like a little too harsh in the past, so I don't want it to be too harsh. So I take a little bit, literally just from the edges. If it's not enough, I always go back and just get more. So yeah, I just take a little bit from the edges, and then I go in with a straight line at the top. So just like that, two straight lines at the top. And sometimes the line sometimes the line don't be straight, but that's okay because that's what blending is for. So after I do that, so now I put this little brush down, and now this is when I go in with my angled brush. So I hold the angled brush kind of like that, and then I start to like brush kind of lightly towards the top of my brow on like both sides, as y'all can see, so that I could get the edges for like the beginning like out, if y'all get what I'm saying. So now I just go in with the bottom, and I brush it down, brush it up, brush it down. But you want to make sure you're brushing lightly because you don't want to be like too heavy-handed. So you want to make sure you're brushing lightly on either sides. You see how I'm doing that? So you want to make sure you're brushing lightly, very, very lightly. And as you're blending, you're gonna see everything is gonna like come together. So you wanna go back on this side and blend, blend, blend. Honestly, makeup is really just about blending. So now when you get here, you wanna stop because you wanna make sure the center of your nose is part of the contour as well. I don't even know if that makes sense, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you want to make sure you get the middle, the center of your nose, so that your nose contour could look good. So now I usually let my concealer sit for like, I want to say about 30 seconds, and then we blend it out. Okay, so now that your concealer sat for like 30 minutes or so, I said 30 minutes, 30 seconds or so, just to like a few 15, 30 seconds, you want to go ahead with a powder puff. And I know it looks dirty, but I used it today to do my makeup. So you're gonna go in and lightly, because you don't want to spread the concealer, so you're just gonna go in and lightly blend that up all the way up to your forehead. So you just want to blend, blend, blend. And you don't want to be too hard. You want to go in lightly, back and forth, up and down. Okay, so now when you get here, you want to go back with this little angle brush, and then you want to blend the edges into the concealer. So this is where you form your contour. If you do have to go back and use this brush, you can. So I'm just gonna go back lightly just to blend out the edges, just to not make it look, you know, crazy. So you wanna blend out the edges. Make sure you blend out, hold on y'all. Making sure you blend out the edges so that there's no harsh lines, because we don't want that. So now, like I said, everything is really just about like blending. So you just want to blend until it looks how you normally want it to look. It looks fine like this to me. And then the next step that you're gonna do, you're gonna take some loose powder. I'm gonna use my Black Radiance powder because this is all, that's what I use on my nose. I'm not gonna use my Laura Mercier powder on my nose because it's too white, but any powder of your choice. So now you take another powder puff, and then you go beside your nose like this. You set it kind of like as if you were setting your under eye, but you're setting basically the contour. So you just set the sides of your nose like this, and then after you do that, you could wait like a good minute or so. You don't have to wait too long, and then you could go in with like a little like any little brush, and then you can just dust the powder away. As y'all can see that I'm doing, just to make sure like the sides don't look too brown. Okay, and then you can still go ahead and blend out the brown sides right here, as y'all can see. Okay, now this is when I go in and blend the tip of my nose just lightly. And then we dust that away right away because we don't want it to be too bright. And then you always go back again. Like I said, blend, blend, blend. Blending out the edges is what's gonna make your nose contour like not look too harsh. Okay, you guys, so now the very last thing I do for my nose is I add a little bit of highlight. You can pretty much do any highlight that you want, and this step is pretty much like optional, but I go in with a fluffy brush and any little brush that you want. I go in with that and I just add some highlight, as y'all could see, on my nose, and I blend that out upwards as well, because you, like I said, you want to make sure you avoid harsh lines. Okay, you guys, so that's pretty much it for my nose contour tutorial. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys learned how to do your nose contour. So yeah, if you guys have any video recommendations for me, just leave everything down below. And I hope you guys, like I said, like, comment, subscribe so that you can see more of my videos, okay? But no, for real, I have all my socials down below so you guys can follow me on Instagram so y'all can connect with me. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday's video.